Behind every man is an older woman. The way through a woman's heart is through her stomach. Honestly, this film had a way of making me laugh. Miss Shetty is a master chef living in London and wants to be single forever. Mr. Polishetty is a stand-up comedian who wants to be in a committed relationship. What do you think will happen when these two personalities with different perspectives to life cross paths? We'll find that out in this video. We'll be looking at where this movie delivers and where it falters. And this is going to be like a short and quick review. Miss Shetty Mr Polishetty is a Hindi film solely written and directed by Mahesh Babu. It stars Anushka Shetty and Naveen Polishetty. And the story starts off with Anvita, a feminist who has only one family member in her life, which is her mom. She wants to remain single forever, but she ends up losing her mom due to a terminal illness. So she becomes lonely, and to fill that void, she decides to get pregnant without getting married. Where do you think this will lead her? Now, the film did take its time to establish its plot, but the movie became more engaging and intriguing for me when Naveen comes on screen. He plays the role of Sidhu, a stand-up comedian who wants to be in a committed relationship, as I said before. And honestly, the movie delivers well in the comedy aspect. I love the funny sound effects, and even some of the lines were really funny. Plus, I started laughing really hard when Naveen came on screen. I mean, this role, it felt like it was personally made for him. He stole the show with his natural acting coupled with his body language, and I must say he's the one that contributed mostly to the comedy aspect. If there's one thing I know about Indian films that has to do with comedy, it's actually the fact of misunderstanding situations that really spices up the movie and adds to the humor. Although the soundtracks aren't that strong, not the kind you'll be getting great vibes from, but it actually blends with the key piece of the film. Plus, some dance scenes also came with humor. The cinematography and the tone, that is the color grading, also created a perfect mood with the atmosphere. Plus, the framing was quite beautiful. If there's one thing I loved about this movie, is the fact that the storyline stick to the plot without deviating from it. Although the plot is nothing new, it's actually quite predictable, but you can watch this without getting bored. It's simple and fun. Now over to where this film falters. They made mention of age gap, parenthood, and feminism. Now, the film falters when the age gap between the ML and FL, that's the male lead and female lead, isn't really emphasized on. They didn't highlight on it as much as I thought they would. I mean, I didn't even see the reason why the mention of the age gap was so important. The film wouldn't have lost its charm if they didn't mention the age gap. I mean, why mention it if you're not going to give much importance to it? And I honestly think that hadn't been they emphasized on it, it would have given the male lead and female lead a deeper connection and also added to the chemistry between the two of them. And the story also dealt with emotions, but somehow it didn't actually touch my heart. It was lacking in some way, and I think it's mostly because they were focused more on the humor rather than the emotions. So if I were to grade the emotions in this film, I would say it's good. But quoting a line in this movie, good isn't good enough. So I'll be giving this film a 3 out of 5 thumbs up. If you want to know what this means, check out my rating system in the description section below. So guys, that's it for this review. If you like this video, please do make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and also turn on your notification bells. See you later on my next review.